What's going on, Packers fans? The Green Bay Packers kick the Cowboys' ass in the wildcard round of the NFL playoffs. It's a beautiful thing. Salut, brothers and sisters. That's right. That's right. Come on now. Absolutely gorgeous night here for every Green Bay Packers fan in the world. Hope you're all doing well. The Packers going down. It was 48-32 at the sound of the gun, and it was never that close. The Packers took control of this game from the first drive, where they ran Aaron Jones with abandon and absolutely took control after Jair Alexander intercepted Dak Prescott on the Cowboys drive deep in their own end early in the first quarter. Packers were 14 up, and they never looked back. I don't have to listen to LaFleur anymore, so I can take these off. I mean, that's pretty amazing. Matt LaFleur completely owning Dan Quinn all game long. And Joe Barry, giving us reason to think maybe he saved his job until, Matt LaFleur took his starters out. And then Joe Barry said, I'm going to play real deep coverage because I don't trust these guys, and maybe put himself back in the conversation for being dismissed. But it doesn't matter because the Packers are moving on, playing the San Francisco 49ers in the divisional round. We don't have a date or time yet, but hopefully after tonight's game and after this weekend's proceedings, we will have a bit more clarity. But right now, it doesn't matter. All that matters is the Packers completely owned the Cowboys. Look, you guys know, if you watch Packers Daily, if you followed me on Twitter, if you've, consumed any Cheesehead TV content, really, in the course of the last week, I thought the Packers had a chance coming into this game. I thought they'd need a break or two. Instead, they made their own breaks. I mean, Matt LaFleur really took it to the Cowboys to the point where I can't believe he went for that fourth down touchdown that ended up going to Dobbs. I mean, that's him really rubbing it in on McCarthy. I mean, maybe on Dan Quinn. I don't know. But don't forget, last year against the Rams, when they had an opportunity to score, and they were up, in the fourth quarter, he said, there are ways to win. There's a way to win in this league, meaning you don't rub it in. You don't run up the score. That certainly wasn't in evidence tonight. Matt LaFleur was ready to pour on as many points as he possibly could. 48 in a playoff game against this team in Dallas that was supposedly going to run away. CeeDee Lamb didn't have a catch until, I think, halftime? Well late into the proceedings. What's interesting is all week long, we talked about, the need to run the ball, utilize Aaron Jones, play keep away, in a sense, from the Cowboys offense. And they certainly came out with that script in mind. But then it just seemed to, kind of snowball. Bit of a runaway train for the Packers. The Cowboys just couldn't get out of their own way. A number of miscues, drop balls from CeeDee Lamb early, missed throws from Dak, and of course the interception. And then, hey, shout out to Darnell Savage, because it felt like, okay, we're going into half. Maybe the Cowboys drive, and they're getting the ball after halftime. Maybe they can make this a game. But Darnell Savage completely closed the door on any semblance of a comeback attempt prior to Matt pulling his starters with that pick six. And by the way, that's an outstanding call from Joe Barry. With the outside leverage from the corner, they're trying to hit the slant. Savage jumps it. The Packers know they're probably going to be looking for Lamb at some point in that sequence. Just great work all around. All around. And Jordan Love. Cannot say enough about Jordan Love. I mean, the end of the night, 16 of 21 for 272 yards, 3 touchdowns, and just under a perfect passer rating, 157.2. He was at a perfect passer rating until Matt had to reinsert him because the Cowboys were coming back against the backups. But man, just an outstanding night all around. So good to see everybody in the comment sections. I know I got a lot to get to. Settle in, grab yourself a drink. Let's enjoy the downfall of the Dallas Cowboys and let's face it, the ascension of a Packers team that nobody, and I mean nobody, expected to be in the divisional round of the playoffs this season. There is no way. And if you tell me you did, I'm going to call you a liar. Brett, start off with you. What's up, buddy? Matt LaFleur had his piss hot all game. You are not lying. No doubt about it. Mimsy. Yeah, here we go to Cancun. I don't know what Cancun has to do with anything, but I hear you. Chris, to quote X-Files, the truth is we out here. That's pretty good. I like it. MC Lovin, how you doing? Let's go. Cowboys can't beat us to save their lives onto the 49ers. What's crazy is Aaron Rodgers had to go to overtime last year to beat the Cowboys by a field goal. Jordan Love went to their place and said, "What's up?" I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, I know there's context and there's supporting cast. I get all that. Just let me get these jokes off. All right. Mimsy, thanks again. No one prevents like Joe Barry. Seattle NFC Championship game, PTSD. Oh, you and me both, brother. I mean, Corey was saying like, oh, it was all over or whatever on the watch party. And I said like, no. I mean, way too close for comfort. I mean, that's a game. It was 48-32. It should have been like 48-20. But, you know, Joe Barry is involved. And like, look, it's not all Joe. Like Matt did pull a ton of starters and they were playing a ton of backups there at the end. So it's not entirely on Joe. No question about it. Sorry, guys. Just getting messages left and right. A lot of people want to chat with your buddy Aaron. Oh, it's funny. It's also funny how I hear from so many people after a game like this who would never think to reach out or even like, you know, console me if the Packers lost. But tonight, it's all like, Aaron, what's up? Oh. I know who the real ones are. You know who they are? Everyone in this chat. That's right. Steve Anthony, what's going on, man? Howdy, Nags. First time super chat following my first time Cheesehead TV hangout. Can we kindly discourage the term house money? Let's just go to San Fran and enjoy the show. Go Pack and go. Steve, you clearly are not a regular Packers Daily viewer because I literally said that on Monday of this past week. It was like 24 hours and I was sick of the term house money. But you know what? I will also say, Packers playing with house money in San Fran, baby. Let's go. Doug, what's going on? I just got 2 tickets to the motherfucking game. Who's going to be in San Francisco, you gorgeous people? Doug Hype, look him up. He's going to be in San Fran. Let's go. Mimsy, thanks again. Clock management hat tip to Mike from Matt. I mean, I still think Matt's a bit better in that regard than McCarthy. Rin for the win. What's going on? Update. Cowboys fan spouse hasn't said a word in the last hour. Go, Pack, go. Rin for the win. I will say, following your exploits this evening was a lot of fun, even though vicariously, like secondhand, whatever. I'm sorry. Just give them time. They will be able to engage probably 24 hours from now. But for now, I just like, you know, go hang out or just hang out here with us. But that's hilarious. Steve as well. What's going on, man? Getting 2010 vibes, anyone? Team of Destiny? All right. Slow down. It's a matchup league. And the 49ers are no joke. I mean, the 49ers beat the shit out of the Cowboys, much like we just did. So maybe it's a scheme thing, right? Maybe Matt and Kyle, they got something that works against Dan Quinn's crew, like week by week, buddy. Let's go. I mean, I'm down for a Super Bowl run. Let's go. I'll meet you in Vegas. Let's do it. But let's 1 week at a time. 1 week at a time. Mimsy, Musgraves TD dagger, earliest ever. I mean, yeah, it's got to be close, right? I couldn't believe it was the end of the third quarter. And I was sitting there thinking, they might score 50. And they almost did. Insanity in a playoff game. What? Like, we all watched yesterday as CJ Stroud looked amazing against the number 1 defense in the league. But then Jordan Love came out today and was like, watch this. Raha, thanks for the super chat. I was shocked how well the D played until the end, considering there was very little pass rush. Usually we're sack or bust. Props to the secondary. I will say that's an excellent point because there were a number of downs, reps, what have you, early on, like in the first half, like even in the first quarter, where Dak was clearly trying to find something downfield, right? and just could not. And there was good protection, to your point. He just had time and was looking, couldn't find anything, would have to eventually check it down or throw to the flat or whatever, or throw a late crosser. But yes, excellent job on the back end from the Green Bay Packers tonight. No doubt about it. Matt, what's going on, man? Think Barry is betting on these games? Jesus Christ. Trying to get within that 7.5. Matt, no, I don't. But that's why I don't bet. That's why I don't gamble. Because it was giving me heart attacks as it was. I don't need that added pressure. Thanks very much. Soder, what's going on, buddy? For multiple years, Cheesehead TV has known how good Jones is, and that 13-plus rushing attempts from 33 means we winning. I know it, but man, Aaron Jones is good. Yeah, he's not bad, right? And it's kind of poetic that the man who really kept him under wraps and didn't seemingly want to utilize him in any real way, I mean, at times, but, not certainly as a featured back, in Mike McCarthy, got his ass handed to him by Aaron Jones tonight. I kind of love it. Rai, what's up? Savage INT before half equals Tremont 2010 versus Atlanta. I mean, obviously, totally different situations and totally play calls, the type of play, all of that. But vibes? Yeah, I'll take vibes. Also, that was a divisional round. This is a wild card round. But I feel you. Totally feel you. Don Vito, what's going on, man? Packers win and plenty to fire Joe Barry for. Sweet. I mean, yes, but also they're playing backups. So, Danny Boy, what's going on? Boys played some ball today, baby. Go Pack, go, Nags. Danny, go Pack, go, man. Happy to hear from you. Donnie, good to see you in the pregame, buddy. Featured your very weathered Carry the G shirt. Thanks for checking in. So when we get them, we're the Insufferable era shirts. I'll buy one right now. Love is him. Let's go Pack, go. Carry the G, baby. That's a good point. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to wait. I don't have him on my computer, but I got him in my phone. Hold, please. I'm going to text Brent right now. Tell him we got to get going. Unless he's watching. Brent, if you're watching, we need those shirts ASAP. We're in our insufferable era. Shirts regarding love. There we go. So hopefully soon, buddy. G. David, what's going on? Murphy, Goody, LaFleur looking pretty good right now. The Triforce, Zelda, Packers, GZ TV. Thanks, buddy. I mean, I think the triangle that Corey has at times correctly pointed out was fractured is finally healed and back together. No doubt about it. Steve, what's going on? My 9-year-old daughter has been asking me for weeks, how many points do you need to win by to, quote, kick someone's butt? Tonight I told her, look at my screen, my dear. We kicked the Cowboys' butt. Go Pack, go. Shout out, Steve. That's awesome. John, how you doing, man? I'm beyond insufferable right now. What a game. Oh, dude. Here's the thing. I have been pretty insufferable on Twitter today. I will be exponentially so once I'm off this chat. Trust that. FMCH, how you doing, man? I was one of those who were majored down on Matt LaFleur during the rough stretch. I'm happy to eat my crow tonight. Hey, man. That's what it's all about, right? Owning up to it. And Matt looks pretty fucking good right now. Matt Trisha, thanks for the super chat. First 7 seed to win a playoff game. Also, last time we scored 48 in a playoff game. You remember what ended up happening that year? I do indeed. One game at a time. Mike Winter, thank you, man. The 4th down throw to Dobbs at the end zone was my favorite love pass of the night. I told my wife earlier this week that this was my Super Bowl. I'll be sleeping well tonight. I mean, that touchdown, the call, the fact that LaFleur went for it there is amazing. And then, yes, Jordan Love, holy Jesus, what a throw. I mean, it's a good catch, like big play, blah, blah, blah. But Jordan Love, that throw, what? Amazing. Amazing. And there were some of you who were like, oh no, Aaron Rodgers is gone. Jordan Love said, watch this. Sean, what's going on, man? UK coverage was insufferable supporting the Cowboys. Can't imagine what it was like in the U.S. One game at a time mentality. Go, Pack, go, and keep the faith. Sean, glad you brought this up. You know, in Watch Party, we don't listen to the broadcast. We only watch it so we can see the game, right? Coming out of halftime, every Fox personality or reporter had like this furrowed brow. Like it was very serious. And then they showed Jimmy Johnson like just foaming at the mouth into the camera. Fox knew this was not the script. This was like, oh, we really thought the Cowboys were going to whoop the Packers' ass. And this is not what's supposed to happen. Everything that we've prepared all week is out the window. This has got to stop. Like, God bless the Green Bay Packers for putting Jerry Jones, Fox, and all these big-ass corporate dudes and women and whatever in their place. It's small town, baby. It's not corporate. It's fan-owned. Y'all don't know. Y'all want the big people to win. You want the big money. You want the advertising dollars. Like, whatever. Packers are here to ruin your party. What's up, Jerry? That's right. I said it. So, in summation, Sean, yeah, it's not just in the UK. It's here in America as well. And America's team is the Green Bay Packers, because that's what America is really about, the people, not corporations, not Jerry Jones trying to literally eliminate the Green Bay Packers back in the day. We're here to stay, buddy. We're going to keep kicking your ass. Sorry about it. Porkmaster, what's going on, man? I got nothing clever, just happiness. You and me both, brother. You and me both. I love it. Abdul, how you doing? Hell yeah, baby. Which Packer impressed you most? Oh, that's a good question. That's a really good question. I know Romeo Doubs had a huge night after being somewhat, limited / quiet for a stretch here. And I know Aaron Jones is a focal point. But, man, Jordan Love, how can you not say Jordan Love? And I know Jair had a game-changing play, right? And Darnell Savage, monster moment. But Jordan Love, in his first playoff game, absolutely controlled the game, no matter what the Cowboys tried to do to him. I mean, he should have had a perfect passer rating if he hadn't had to gotten put back in. But, yeah, to me, it's Jordan Love. Braden, what's going on, man? Upset I didn't clog a toilet at Jerry World, but the Green Bay mother-loving Packers sure took a dump on the Dallas Cowboys. Go, Pack, go. Love it. Scott, thanks so much for the super chat. That passer rating with a 25-year-old starter. P.S. You guys got me through radiation and chemo. Thanks, Nags. Scott, we're here for you, man. I'm glad you're on the other side. Thanks for hanging with us, man. That's what it's all about. It's what She Said TV is. And look, I know I talk shit about Jerry Jones and corporations, whatever, and certain aspects of life. We don't care who you are, where you live, how you are, like blah, blah, blah. We're all about the Packers. We're all about Packers fans. So, Scott, you're saying that is like, it's got me all up in my feels, as the kids might say. Dude, I'm glad you're on the other side. And that's what the Packers, for me, are all about, right? We all need a connection. We all need a family in those moments. And that's what we're here for. Shout out, man. Go, Pack, go. Ed, what's up? Wow, just effing wow. So happy for LaFleur, Love, Jones, the whole damn team. You and me both, brother. Jesse, Matt LaFleur just wanted to cement the fact that we're getting rid of Barry. Giving up all those late points is a good thing. I mean, maybe. I don't know. A lot going on there. Kurt, thanks, man. I took a selfie at the demo site of the old Cowboys Stadium back in the day. You're welcome. I mean, demolition is the right word. Truffle Shuffle. Thanks, man. Will Jerry Jones be the first owner to fire 3 Super Bowl winning coaches? Go back up. Probably. He's going to hire another one, and Bill Belichick, most likely. Hail Santa. What's up? I had nightmares this past week. Dallas beat the Pack. I'm okay with another week of nightmares with the Niners beating us if the outcome is the same. I mean, you just keep having those nightmares, man. Packers will just keep kicking ass. Carl, how are you? Fans worry about playing the 49ers, but damn, you have to beat the best to be the best. Bring on the 49ers. Go, Pack, go. That's the attitude. Because look, man, the 49ers are legit, obviously. No joke. Been kicking the Packers' ass for some time now. But you never know what a week off does. And keeping that vibe going on the Green Bay side and lots of familiarity between LaFleur and Shanahan, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Again, much like I said all week with the Cowboys, I think they got a puncher's chance here. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. Nothing is, especially not in that building against that team. Matt's teams on the West Coast have been pretty tough, been rough. But I like their chances. What else we got? Oh, Vincent, what's up? Getting no sleep tonight. Win is just setting in. What a team. Go, Pack, go. Oh, man, I ain't going to bed until like the sun comes up. James, how are you? Love Cheesehead TV. You guys ever get to Omaha, we will drink some good whiskey. That's a good idea. I think I'm going to drink some good whiskey right now. Yeah, that'll work. James, I get to Omaha, I'm going to look you up. That whiskey better be damn good. Mario, what's up? That ending made me nervous. Yeah, you're not alone, Mario. You're not alone. Andrew, what's up? Our secondary is legit? Okay. I mean, they played well tonight. They absolutely played well. I mean, it helps when Jair's getting an interception that sets up a touchdown that gets you ahead 14-0, and then the whole kind of complexion of the game changes. But yeah, they played well. Even like Valentine, whoever. And you saw what I found interesting is you saw a real liberal mix of all three inside backers, Campbell, Walker, and McDuffie were all out there, sometimes together. Like, I loved that wrinkle. It was good stuff. Truffle again. What's up? Will Jerry Jones be the first owner? Oh, I got that one already. Sorry. Chris, thanks. JJ about to make Mike McCarthy declare a week of PTO for missing Black Monday by a week. I mean, I don't envy Mike. Like, all week you've heard about Belichick and you win this game, you're out, and everyone's kind of known it. But man, for it to happen in this fashion, I will say at least it makes Jerry's decision easy. I mean, no doubt about it. Abdul, what's up? What made the D so effective? I have no idea. I'm anxious to go back and watch because, as someone pointed out earlier, there were tons of downs where they had no pass rush. They were rushing 4 and not really doing much to affect the pocket. Now, there were a few times where they flushed him out or what have you, but there were a number of instances where you saw Dak with plenty of time looking downfield and not finding anything, and then having to either check it down or escape the pocket. I'm fascinated to go back and watch the coach's tape to find out what Joe was doing, because it was very apparent that that's what was going on. I thought they were okay as far as moving the ball on the ground, they being the Cowboys. Pollard got his. What did he end the night with? 56 yards, on 15 carries. So he was, middling, but effective at times. I don't know. I'm fascinated to find out, because usually when you watch the Packers in 2023, it's been about being effective up front and pressuring the quarterback with 4. That's how they've mostly done it. Now, I think there were, the odd play here or there where they did kind of trouble Prescott with their front. But yeah, for the most part, it was on the back end. And, in the broadcast, you can never tell what's going on. So yeah, I'm fascinated to find out. Abdul, thanks again. Any word on Alexander and McDuffie? I didn't see, or Matt wasn't asked or didn't say anything about McDuffie. It sounds like Alexander's very precarious, but probably somewhat day to day. The concerning injury is Enigbare. Sounds like he suffered a very significant injury. to use McCarthy's old term. But we'll see. I'm sure we'll get a little bit more information tomorrow from LaFleur. Ed, what's up? You literally just made my point about Fox. Turned up the sound at half, and they made me want to throw up. I mean, I didn't even hear the sound. That's the thing. I couldn't even hear it. I just saw a bunch of reporters or personalities who looked like they were reporting on Afghanistan. And it was like a football game, but they, to a person, were like this is the microphone, right? This is very serious stuff, and the Packers are winning. This was not what was supposed to happen. Cut to, Meyer. Oh no, not Myers. Burkhart and Olsen in the studio or in the booth. This thing is very bad. I know this is very bad. This is very, very bad. And then cut to Jimmy Johnson, having a mental breakdown, apparently, into the camera. Yeah, no, it was, but it was disconcerting, but it was kind of hilarious at the same time because it was so clear that it was like the Cowboys aren't winning. Like, we're so thrown. It was great. It was great. Kaleo, thanks for being a Carry the G Club member. Appreciate you, brother. Packers are winning the Lombardi Trophy this season. Okay. All right. I'm down with it. But let's beat the 49ers. Matt, what's up? If we make it past the Niners and then have to play the Lions in the NFC Championship game, shades of 2010 for sure. I mean, yes. NFC Championship game, division rivals house. But let's just beat the 49ers. Peter, what's going on, man? Pat McAfee, time to eat crow. Here's the thing. I'm going to say this into the camera just so it's on the record. I really like Pat. I think he does a great job. I think he was fed some bullshit by Aaron Rodgers when it comes to Brian Gutekunst, but I think he's really, really good. Not just for what he does as far as his own show, but like what he does for sports fandom and content. I think he's really, really good and very innovative. But yeah, Rodgers fed him some bullshit when it comes to Gutekunst. And that's fine. I get it. But I'm just a 50-year-old weirdo, so what do I know? What else we got here, folks? Danny. Team with nothing to lose, very dangerous. Give me San Francisco. I mean, they have something to lose. They have a football game. You can't lose those, Got to win that game. Let's go. Go Pack. What a time to be a Packers fan. Let's go. Perfectly stated. Jake, thanks for the super chat. So happy for Love. Cowboys fans were awfully quiet leaving the game. Thanks for all you do. Jake, what was amazing to me, I don't remember who it was. I retweeted it, but holy cow, the empty seats at Jerry World. You all still them boys? Love it. Absolutely love it. Tamor, sorry if you've answered this, but did Joe Barry save his job? Not yet. If they win the Super Bowl and the defense is a major catalyst for it, then maybe. And it's just a maybe. Jake, what's up? So happy for Love. Cowboys fans were awfully quiet. Oh, I got that one. Daniel. Piss is boiling, Nags. Go Pack. I love that Matt LaFleur used that analogy with the, keeping your piss hot once. And now, that's forever about the Packers. So good. Steve, thanks for the super chat. Seeing Dak and Coach Mike in back-to-back camera shots with the same what the fuck just happened look on their faces was priceless. Go Pack Go. Oh, Steve, the shot of Prescott on the bench just looking into space. And I like Dak. I think he's a very good quarterback, which makes today all the more amazing. I think he's very good. And I think he's unfairly maligned by a lot of the internet. But holy cow, that was gorgeous today. Nathan, what's up? Nags, how do you explain this season? I'm still in shock. Never imagined it could go this way. Well, Nathan, I mean, if you've watched Packers Daily or any Cheesehead TV content throughout the season, I've said, you got to be patient. You got to let it play out. Well, we've let it play out, and the results have been pretty damn great. I certainly didn't see this coming. I don't want to pretend like I've been sitting here telling you all like, yeah, the Packers are going to make the playoffs. They're going to kick Cowboys' ass on the road, and they're going to go. Like, I'm not saying that. But, man, I'll never forget back in 2010, and I'm not saying the Packers are going to go on a run and win the Super Bowl. I'm just saying I'll never forget when the Packers had a bit of a rough stretch towards the end. And, obviously they had the game in Detroit where they didn't even score a point in the first half. And that's with Rodgers. And then Rodgers suffers the concussion. And then they go to New England the next week. And Mike coached one of the best games of his career in that game, even though they lost. And people don't want to hear that because ESPN has infected all your minds, but it's true. And at that moment, and I remember after the Detroit game, I was like, oh, this is probably over. And Greg Bedard, God bless him, who covers the Patriots now, but back then covered the Packers. We had a message kind of back and forth thing where he was like, you just got to let it play out. And he was right. And the Packers went on to win the Super Bowl. And from that moment on, that's kind of how I've approached it. It's like, yes, there's ups and downs, but you never know when a team might coalesce. You never know when a team might suddenly, quote, figure it out, whatever that means. And it's very kind of, amorphous, whatever. But you never know. You never know. Another great example, I'll use a non-Packers example, is when the Colts won the Super Bowl with what was, during the season, the worst rushing defense in the league. I mean, they were terrible. They weren't a great defense overall, but their rushing defense was absolutely atrocious. And then they got to the playoffs. Some kind of light switch turned on. Bob Sanders went insane, and they won, 3 games on the way to the Super Bowl. Their defense just came alive. You never know. You never know. And look, I'm not saying any of this to dismiss or discount or minimize the work that everyone on the coaching staff does in those instances, right? Like, the Packers didn't just like, oh, well, I guess we'll show up and see what happens. And, oh, hey, we're just caught fire. Like, that's not it. But it is a week-to-week league. As much as people try to say that's a cliche and dismiss it, it is 100% true. It is A, week-to-week league, and B, a matchup league more than anything else. And then, of course, the thing we always talk about with the schedule, it's like it's not so much. It's obviously a bit about who you play, but it's much more about when you play them. When you combine all that together, Packers have been playing pretty damn well these last 3-4 weeks, right? And it clearly kind of coalesced tonight. So you get out to San Francisco. Again, it's a matchup league, and this is a tough matchup. But, again, I like their chances. Terminal Frost, what's up? Wow is all I got next. I mean, I think that covers it. Badger Trio, what's going on? This young core will one day bring the title home. I mean, they've got the foundation. The foundation is there. Nathan, thanks again. The Bears still suck. Perfectly stated. Nathan Hooper, what's up? After JJ's cringy halftime quote speech, I knew this game was over. Jimmy Johnson's, yes. That was hilarious. Shaimnu, thanks for the super chat. What changed on defense since that god-awful Buccaneers game? What are we doing right? Well, it wasn't so much in evidence tonight, but the last 2 or 3 weeks, you've seen a judicious amount of, like, I'm not going to say blitzing, but a fifth rusher. And they did some of that tonight, though I thought the Cowboys did a good job of picking it up and countering it. But they have been a little bit more, God forbid, the word is cliched, but it's true, a bit more aggressive at times. And for the most part, they've played better. And it's not like we haven't seen that. We saw it against the Lions. We saw it against the Chiefs. Though in those 2 games, the front 4 and or 5 was pretty much the story. Tonight, it was the coverage that really did the trick. Now, like the Cowboys helped out by some drops, some bad throws, what have you. But yeah, for the most part, secondary came to play tonight. Raha, again, thanks so much. The halftime crew is horrendous, but I think Burkhardt and Olsen are great. They even acknowledge Love's lack of a turkey leg on Thanksgiving. I saw that. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to go back and listen to it. Ryleman RM. My dad would be so proud tonight. Go Pack, go. Dude, shout out to your dad. Go Pack. I'll think of my mother, who was like, "Why do we need to pay this tax for the Packers to have a updated Lambeau Field?" Even though it wasn't a tax on her, it was Brown County only, and she lived in Outagamie. God bless you, Mom. Love you. Tamor, again, thanks so much. Matt LaFleur was involved in the defensive gameplay, right? I don't know about gameplay, but game plan, definitely. Chris, thanks again. How is this shocking? Jared Jones bet the under on the 3/5 compromise. We knew this would happen. Well played. Ryan, thanks, man. Had my 1-month-old daughter my arms for the entire first half. Safe to say I had to practice my internal screaming. Love from the UK. Ryan, you had a much better experience than when I had my 1-week-old, which is Olive, who is now 16, literally just turned 16 about 2 weeks ago. When the Cowboys beat the Packers in Lambeau in the NFC Championship game, Tynes hits the field goal, and I've got Olive literally on my chest. Deep breath in and out. It does something to you, man. I feel you. But yeah, the internal screaming is very real. Hail Santa again. What's up? My brother said he had nightmares that you blew the Cowboys and Packers won. You blew the Cowboys and Packers won. Can you blow the Niners in my brother's dream so we win? Hail Santa, that sounds graphic. Gonna pass on that one. Most hated, what's up? You missed Ryan Goon's super chat. I'll get to it. Taylor Herring, thanks for the super sticker. What is his name? Ryan Goons. Ryan Goons. Okay, now we find the long trail back through the super chats. Ryan Goon. Aaron, can you give my girlfriend Ashley Bird a shout out? She had to watch me take my shirt off and spin it like a helicopter after the Savage Tea. Ashley, your boyfriend is a passionate man. And sometimes that passion just takes over. But trust me, he still cares deeply about you, about what you guys have together. But every once in a while, he's got to lose his mind, especially when it comes to the Green Bay Packers, especially when Darnell Savage takes a pick 6 to the house. Shout out, Ashley. Hope you're doing well. Go Pack, go. All right, buddy. I got to get going. Badger Trio, thanks to the super chat. That pick 6 before half, flashback to 2010. Everyone's going to be, I've heard that like 20 times already. Yeah, it certainly put the game out of reach. You love to see it. All right, I do have to go. Got stuff to do. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. I cannot tell you how much we appreciate everything you guys do when it comes to engaging with Cheesehead TV in any way, shape, or form. Packers are going to the divisional round of the playoffs to take on the 49ers. Let's go. Can't wait. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Go Pack, go.